A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to the news update on Dominion Television, Ibadan. I am Pat Aito. The federal government has denounced claims that there is a new terror group in the country. This comes shortly after the Turkish government claimed that members of the terrorist group known as the Fethullah terrorist organization operate in Nigeria as well as in other countries around the world. The Turkish ambassador designated to Nigeria, Mehmet Poro, also claimed that the group was using schools and health services as a cover for its operations in the country. However, speaking in an interview, the coordinator of the National Counterterrorism Center, Major General Damu Laka, urged Nigerians not to panic, stating that no new terrorist group existed in the country. Veteran journalist Chief Dele Momodu has officially resigned from the People's Democratic Party to align with the new coalition party, the African Democratic Congress, ADC. This was disclosed in a letter addressed to the PDP Ward 4 chairman in Ihebe Onwa East local government area of Edo State, announcing his immediate departure from the party. Momodu stated that his defection to the ADC signifies a significant shift in Edo State's political landscape and contributes momentum to the ongoing realignments preceding the 2027 general election. Momodu had joined the PDP in 2021 and actively engaged in national debates and party affairs. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, has disclosed that the Nigerian Air Force is set to expand its aerial fleet with the acquisition of the 49 advanced aircraft by the end of 2026. It disclosed these at the opening of the 2025 Aircraft Engineering Conference held at the Nigeria Air Force headquarters in Abuja. Marshal Abubakar stated that the aircraft are all high-tech platforms that require very sophisticated maintenance activities to operate effectively. Oyo State government has handed over 6 refurbished armed personnel carriers, APCs, to the Nigeria Police Force. The handing over event was held at the Governor's Car Park Secretariat, Ibadan. Speaking at the event, the State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, represented by his deputy, Barrister Adebayo Lawal, said that the essence of the refurbished armored carriers was to further enhance the security of the state and the country at large. In his remarks, the Oyo State Commissioner of Police, CP Johnson Adinola, described the gesture as an avenue to fight banditry, insecurity, and other criminal tendencies in the state. Earlier in his welcome address, Executive Assistant on Security to Oyo State Governor, retired CP Sunday Odukoya, lauded the huge funding of security in the state by the administration of Governor Seyi Makinde. And on the foreign scene, Cameroon's President Paul Biya has overhauled the military staff ranks to ensure the armed forces back his bid for an 8th term after a public protest. The personnel changes were announced in a series of presidential decrees affecting all branches of the armed forces, which include the appointment of new chiefs of staff for the infantry, air force and navy, as well as the promotion of 8 brigadier generals to the rank of major general and a new special presidential military advisor. The decrees concerning the armed forces reflect President Biya to consolidate power by building a fortress of loyal army generals around him that can suppress any protest to his continued rule, peace and security. German Finance Minister Lars Klingbeil has said that Germany will provide an initial contribution of 10 million euros to the World Bank Trust Fund this year with the support of the Compact with Africa. Klingbeil disclosed this at an event in Durban, South Africa, stating that he is convinced that the investment will be worthwhile. The Durban gathering of finance chiefs progresses in opposition to the backdrop of mounting economic pressures, particularly for African economies. Syria's interim president has said it is its priority to protect the country's Druze citizens after Israel vowed to destroy government forces it accused of attacking members of the religious minority in Suwaida province. In a statement since Israel's airstrike on Damascus, Ahmed al-Sharaa also warned that Syrians were not afraid of war. Syrian state media reported that the military was withdrawing from Suwaida under a ceasefire agreement with Druze leaders, but it is not clear whether that